in for a special Sunday night of our normal NASCAR race cast. Obviously, it's the NASCAR All-Star race tonight. So we had the NASCAR Open at 6 o'clock. 3 drivers already got in to the NASCAR race, the All-Star race. And one more driver will be entered through the fan vote. So they're doing introductions right now. If you watched the NASCAR video from yesterday, you already cashed the ticket. The one play I gave out was the same play that I actually put on the spreadsheet for subscribers. Tyler Reddick makes the All-Star race at minus 118. He closed at minus 185. So we got about 70 cents of line value and cashed an easy ticket. So we're up a unit today to start the race. Anybody that watched that video, Coop gave out Will Byron top 5, I think, at plus 150 was his vote or his pick. And Coop will be with us shortly, and so will Spread, to hang out while the All-Star race goes on and while the Suns playoff game in the NBA goes on. Now, I'm not going to bet anything pre-race in this All-Star race because the rules are so convoluted and it's such a shit show, this format, that until we're getting towards the end of the race, similar to how we bet super speedways, I just don't see an angle to bet because it's impossible to know who's going to be at the end, who's going to be like up front at the end. I mean, we know what drivers historically are good at Texas. Hendrick Motorsports struggles at Texas, but does that even matter this year? I mean, honestly, does it even matter? They've struggled at the last 3 tracks and they just continue to win. So historically, Kevin Harvick is good here. Kyle Busch is good at Texas. Joey Logano is good at Texas. Eric Jones and Kurt Busch are good at Texas. But what does that mean this year? Harvick looks terrible. Jones hasn't done much. Kyle's starting to wake up. So I think Kyle Busch is going to run well here today. But I mean, Chase Elliott's average finish, just talking about the Hendrick cars, Elliott's average finish 11th. Will Byron's average finish at this track 17th. Kyle Larson's average finish 22nd. And I don't even see Alex Bowman 21st. So I mean, Hendrick doesn't really run well here. Will that mean anything tonight? Who knows? Because their cars are so good week to week. I mean, it's crazy. But yeah, I kind of like Kyle Busch. I think Kyle's going to contend tonight. I think he's going to run well here. I know Coop liked Will Byron to finish in the top 5. There was one more driver he said yesterday that he liked, that he thought would win the race. But I forget what he said, to be honest. I'm not sure. So we've hit every All-Star race this weekend, or every race this weekend. Coop hit the truck race. I hit the Xfinity race yesterday. We hit the All-Star Open earlier tonight. So we're going for the sweep. See if we can go 4 for 4 and get this last race home. I ended up dropping 1.5 units on UFC 263, which was absolutely infuriating with the amount of work I put into it. But it is what it is. Not a whole lot you could do. Joey picked me up, though. Joey went 4-0 yesterday with his UFC plays. So, can't complain. We pick each other up here. That's what we do. So it would be nice to hit a nice long shot tonight. If we get hit a nice long shot tonight, we'll get up over that 70 unit mark tonight. So hopefully we can pick up 8.5 units. That's the goal. And away we go. Ronnie Ryland, what's good, my friend? Andrew, Jerry Jones, Jacqueline in the house again. Ronald Lofton, my guy. Who you on tonight, Ronnie? Adam Meyer in the house. You'll love to see it. So, yeah, we're just going to be hanging out tonight, really, and watching this race until we get towards the end. See if Spread's got any NBA angles. Where's my guy, Diego? That's my question. He's not your guy. He's my guy. And yeah, and where's the fucking Jamie Little has nice can? Where's Kevin? Kevin's he's gonna screw the whole thing up. Erwato says, you think we'll be able to live bet this race since these rules completely change? I think so. I want to say yes. If not, we'll just watch it. We already picked up money, this weekend in NASCAR. See what Spread likes in the Suns game tonight. I know he's got one play on the spreadsheet for tonight's game. Tyler has 2 plays on the spreadsheet for tonight's game. So subscribers are covered when it comes to the Suns game tonight. But we'll see if we can give out a live angle while the game's going on. Austin Dillon might be that long shot. He runs well at Texas. You know who else runs well at Texas? Tyler Reddick, who got the job done for us. But, I mean, if you watch that race, if you watch the Open earlier tonight, Eric Almirola looked to have a really nice car, too. So, I'll be keeping my eye on Almirola to see if he could roll through the field. But at least we know where we're going to start. Kyle Larson's got the pole. Kyle Busch on row 1 with them. But the rules are so fucked. So this is the format. The race is 100 laps divided into 6 rounds. Rounds 1 through 4 are going to be 15 laps each. Round 5 is 30 laps. And round 6 is a 10-lap shootout to the end. Only green flags will count. Green flag laps. So that means if we have a caution or multiple cautions, they're not going to tick laps off the total. So that's good. And there's a mandatory 4-tire pit stop during round 5. Now, that's the basic structure of the race. The only other thing is, like, Coop was trying to explain it, and I to be honest, I couldn't even understand it. But they're gonna invert the cars every round, I think Coop said, where if you finish round 1 in first, you'll probably start round 2 last. If you finish second in round 1, you'll start round 2 second to last. I don't know, man. That all I know is if we have live lines and we can bet, I'm letting the race shake out before I throw money on anything. But I'll tell you, if I was going to make one bet, I would take Kyle Busch to finish in the top 5 at plus 110. I might throw a little money on that just to have a little action to fuck around. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a little jammy on that. Nothing greedy. Nothing greedy, boys. Couple hundred. What's up, Twig? Here's my guy, Coop. Let's go.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
What's going on, sweetheart?
Not much, man. How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Good, good. So what did you think? What have you gotten out of that race so far?
We cashed the Hendrick ticket.
Yeah, I know, but what would you think about the race?
I mean, I'm not going to really know what to think until the actual All-Star race starts. It seemed pretty straightforward in the open. They didn't invert any cars or do anything like that. They just let them run, and whoever, these little mini stages, whoever was in the lead at the end of the stage, I thought Almirola had probably the best car of the three drivers that got transferred over. Hendrick, Almirola won the third stage. Hendrick won the second, and I think it was Ross Chastain who won the first.
Yeah. Don't tell me no, man. Look, you're killing me, man. You're killing me.
I'm killing you.
Don't tell me you like Eric Almirola.
No, you're asking me what I thought about the laps that have already happened.
Yeah, but like he was racing against a bunch of mid-tier and bottom-tier drivers.
I mean, I don't disagree with that. All I'm saying is that he had the fastest car. It looked like of the cars that were on the track in that first little race.
I thought it was follow the leader.
Yeah, for the most part, aside from the top three.
It was horrible. I thought you couldn't pass. And my intention is that I'm going to try at the end of somewhere in the fourth stage, at the end there, I'm going to probably bet who's ever in first or second place. Probably both of them, because I don't see anybody beating first or second place.
I'm not going to make that. There's a mandatory 4-tire pit stop in round 5, so I'm going to let that shake out before I bet probably.
Yeah, but I mean, it was you had no chance unless you were on the front row of leading this race.
Yeah, I mean, especially since they're 15 laps. I mean, whoever's on the front row has a ridiculous advantage.
Right. There was no passing for the lead. There was no passing for second or third or fourth, fourth or fifth. It was
like, even if you had a great car, it's still hard to pass somebody in 10 laps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who's this fucking guy next to Michael Waltrip?
Oh, you don't know him, man? He's pretty cool, man.
Who is that?
Listen to him. He's interviewing my long shot driver to win tonight.
Austin Dillon.
Yep. You remember Steve Burns? He used to be an announcer for Fox.
Not in the booth though, right? Like what Waltrip is doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
That's his son.
Oh, okay.
I think he's like 17.
Yeah, he looks like a baby.
Freaking Michael Waltrip looks like he's been in the tanning booth for like the last 36 hours.
I mean, he always looks like a fucking cooked turkey. Always.
Oh, God.
Did you bet anything in the NBA playoff game tonight?
Yeah, I bet the Suns first quarter, Suns first half, and Chris Paul, I think is what Tyler had, plus 26.5 points and assists.
Oh, yeah, points and assists.
And then I put in the Byron top 5 plus 150.
If you bet the Suns first quarter in every game this year, how many units do you think you're up?
Oh, I think you would probably be up probably like 15, 20, 25. They're much better at home than on the road.
I bet Kyle Busch top 5 at plus 110.
Gotcha.
Not on the spreadsheet, but yeah. So I'm gonna put those. I'm gonna put those 2 plays at the bottom of the screen, actually. Iron top 5 plus 150. How was dinner, bro?
It was good. Hold on.
Untouchable Jay, what's up, buddy? Why not us? I have no idea what I'm going to bet yet, but why not us? There's Yago. I mean, Yago. I started this show 22 minutes ago, bro. You got to be better. What do you guys think of Bowman tonight? I don't know how you could like any Hendrick guys tonight based on their performance. I guess with the exception of Coop's Byron bet. But like I said earlier in the video, there's been multiple races this year that Hendrick should not have run well at, that they've absolutely crushed. So they might just be too good this year. What can I say? I'm a disgrace. Is the $1 million the only incentive tonight? Yes, sir. Nothing else matters. Yeah, Larson's car is a machine, Johnny. That's true. But I mean, his average finish at the track is 22nd. So. Who wants to know if I had dinner? Oh, that's got to be Varun. Is Varun in the chat? I would assume that's Varun. So creepy. So cringe.
The T going along with me with the all Hendrick Motorsports core in DFS.
You today you had an all Hendrick core?
Yeah. My core was I had a couple cores, but one of them was Bowman. I didn't play any Larson. Bowman, Elliott, and Byron. Another one was Byron, Elliott, and Austin Dillon.
I wish I could wake up and say hi to you, Jordan.
Spread must be at Little League.
Freaking in the DFS chat, man, people are creaming over Eric Amarola, man. Oh.
Wow.
Dude, he beat a bunch of mid-tier cars, man.
He hasn't done
like,
any. He hasn't done any.
They're like Briscoe was fast too. Oh, maybe Kevin Harvick will be fast. Kevin Harvick ain't been fast all year, man.
Neither is Almirola.
Nope.
Hey, bro, a blind squirrel finds a nut sometimes. Untouchable Jay said, I've had a few beers, so I might be a little belligerent tonight. You do you, Untouchable Jay. It's all good, homie.
So Kyle Busch still your pick to win?
I don't have a pick to win. I have no idea. Not with this format. I have no idea.
We've had some fun this year. Pretty much done it all. You drugged me everywhere.
I just think it's going to be hard for those drivers who are starting in the back to get up front. They've got to get into the top 12, man. If they can't get into the top 12, they're screwed. If they get into the top 12 in the first couple stages, they'll be in good because they'll get part of that inversion.
Yeah. I mean, Kyle's on the front row, so.
Yeah, but in the second stage, he's going to be starting 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th.
But then it'll flip again, right? In the third stage?
Yeah. In third stage, they invert the whole entire field.
I mean, I would love to sit down with the person that thought about this.
Hey, did you see the headlines earlier this week on Jeff Gordon?
No.
Remember what I told you was going to happen to Jeff Gordon earlier this year?
He was going to take over Hendrick Motorsports?
Yep. He's contemplating leaving Fox in order to take over a big role at Hendrick Motorsports.
There you go. I mean, that makes sense, right? Wouldn't you think Jimmy Johnson would do that too?
No, I don't think Jimmy has. I think that the future of Hendrick Motorsports is Jeff Gordon, as far as management goes, is Jeff Gordon and Chad Knaus.
Yeah, I know Chad already has a big role, right? He's like the head of like all the race teams.
Something like that. But I mean, I don't see Jimmy being in that role. So do I like anybody in DFS? I like William Byron. I like Austin Dillon. I like Brett Keselowski. I like Chase Elliott. I like the drivers who are starting in that mid-tier position because I think they can stay in the top 12 because it's going to be extremely hard to pass.
I'd love to see one of my two guys win today. I'd love to see Willie V or Kyle Busch do the damn thing. How much money do these guys like get paid when they win a race? Like the winner of Sonoma last week, right? Made how much money?
No idea. They're all secret. They don't release money anymore.
Really?
Nope.
Because I would think that the winner of last week's race probably won more than $1 million, no?
Possibly. I mean, I have no idea how much they won anymore.
Because the winner of a PGA tournament, basically almost every single week, the winner makes about $1 million. Sometimes
they make over $1 million every week.
Yeah, but sometimes, like I went down the list of the last 2 years, and there are some races where the winner will make like $600K or $700K, but almost every week it's over $1 million.
Yeah, it's basically a $2 million plus win for them because along with that win, they get a 2-year exemption to play any tournament they want to, as long as it's not a major. I don't think our guys are going to make it in to tell us that Jamie Little has nice cans tonight.
I've been looking for it. I haven't seen it yet.
Maybe the Sunday night race threw him off.
It could legitimately be his fault tonight if we don't cash.
I also hope that from a betting perspective, with them not having to come down pit road during these end of the segments, that they don't close off betting. There's no reason to close off betting. They should keep it open.
They will because of the inversion.
But, idiots. I mean, you're going to have so little time to bet tonight.
I would think that you have to have your money bet before that 10-lap shootout at the end.
Oh, definitely.
They're going to take it off the board before that.
I think you've got to have your money bet halfway through the fifth, because at the end of the fifth it could just be caution after caution after caution, and they don't open it back up.
They said that the track temperature was 144 degrees, Scoop.
Yeah, crazy.
Crazy. How hot is it in that car, you think? $120?
Oh, probably every bit of 140.
It's crazy.
Accidentally created the unofficial theme song for NASCAR. Ladies and gentlemen, the Red Rocker himself, rev your engines for Sammy Hagar.
Sammy Hagar. He's still alive? Were you a Sammy Hagar guy, or were you a David Lee Roth guy?
Oh, I'd much rather listen to Van Halen. I don't hate, Sammy.
Wait a minute. What? I said, are you a Sammy Hagar guy or are you a David Lee Roth guy? They were both the lead singer for Van Halen, so that's what I was asking.
David Lee Roth.
100%.
But I don't hate Sammy Hagar.
100% David Lee Roth.
It's pretty cool him singing the song while they got the party going around the track.
That's
pretty cool.
55 too, right?
Yeah.
What is up, guys? How we doing?
Oh, we're
One
listening
only spread of stare checks in.
Yeah, how's everything going so far?
It's going.
Right.
The race hasn't started yet.
Oh, are they still rain delay?
We're listening to Sammy Hagar, man. We're jamming with him.
Yeah, we're jamming with Sammy right now. They had one race earlier spread, and the top 3 drivers made it into tonight's All-Star race. So the All-Star race is going to start in about 5 minutes.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
It's a Suns night tonight, huh?
Yeah, we'll see. So, I jumped in earlier, but I definitely want to try and attack it as well. I was hoping Denver would get off to a big start here and we could grab a better number live, but it looks like it's slow going here for the Nuggets.
It already started?
Yeah, they just tipped off. It's 5-2 right now with 9 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
7-2.
Oh, yeah, you guys are a little ahead of me. Yeah, Michael Porter Jr. is not himself. That's been the difference in this series. It's just so crazy. I mean, it's not even crazy. It actually makes sense, right? That they jam-packed 70 games into 5 months, and now that the playoffs are here, all their stars are just falling apart. You know, obviously the big news today, Kyrie Irving turning his ankle in the middle of that game this afternoon could have profound effects for a team that we had written off and fired their coach and sent him off to work for the Pacers, and now they might be advancing after all. Yeah, Arawado, this is tough. So Untouchable Jay says I'm on Denver +3 in the under. I like half of that. I like Phoenix a little more tonight, but I'm with you on the under. So, and we had a nice under earlier in Milwaukee, and that was a lot of fun and no sweat cash.
They are definitely not letting Sammy Hagar play the short version of this song, man.
What song is it?
You would have thought he would have come out and sing like the same verse one time, man, and then they got rid of him, man.
They're gonna run out of gas.
Maybe the plan is for him to still be singing while they take the green flag, man. That would be cool.
Coop wanted the expedited version of the song spread.
Oh, okay. Which song is it?
It's Sammy Hagar. He sings that
I can't drive 55.
Yeah, I can't drive.
Well, that makes sense for what we're doing here.
Yeah.
At least it fits.
This is cool, man. I'm all for this.
I mean,
I think it's better than them having a concert in the infield, before the race, man.
This might
the cars on the truck and then singing, man. That's pretty cool.
This might be a 3-minute guitar solo.
I mean, it seems like he's been singing for 5 minutes.
Easy 5 minutes.
That was pretty cool, man. Went right to the green flag. That's much better than listening to the announcers. That's up there with the boogity 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 from Michael Walker.
Is Varun talking shit in the chat? Because I saw Ronnie Lofton say real classy Varun.
Obviously, Keg wasn't as impressed with Sammy Hagar as I was.
No, I wasn't. I'm not going to lie. Let's go, M&Ms. One time for the boys here. Caution's out early. Oh, he saved it. Oh, it's out. It's out anyway.
Christopher Bell.
Yeah, but he saved it.
Did y'all see that tennis match today when Djokovic gave that kid his tennis racket?
Yeah.
That was awesome, man. That kid's reaction was just incredible, man. It was awesome.
I know, huh?
Oh,
I mean,
Joker got past. He got past an Nadal spread?
Yeah, he beat Nadal on Friday, and which was, I mean, what'd you think, Coop? Today was good, but that was the match of the tournament on Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Djokovic got it done today after falling down 2 sets, and I was actually rooting for the Greek kid. I was like, oh, forget my bet. Like, I'll go ahead and just root for the Greek kid. And then towards the end, I thought I had a chance on the -4.5 Coop, and he ends up winning by 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a good match overall. It was nice to see, although I personally, I want to see the new blood start taking over. I really like Stefanos. I was hoping he would win.
Was that the final?
Yeah, today's the final, so it's all over.
That's the problem with tennis. Is there any new blood?
I mean, it's just an unprecedented domination from guys in their 30s, right? I mean,
but like every other sport has like young guns, man. But it doesn't seem like tennis has it right now.
And I don't think that these young guns are that bad. I think that the top 3 are just that good.
And I mean, a lot of it probably has to do with lifestyle and all that. Not everybody can play tennis. When they're young, so on and so forth. But
do you see the fucking Wheel of Fortune wheel spinning, Coop?
Yeah, that's how they determine how it gets inverted.
What a shit show this is going to be. They're going to spin a wheel to determine what cars are going where.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just got up in the chat. It's pretty weird today. Pretty weird chat today for the NASCAR show.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see what Varun is saying in there. But,
so that's why you don't realize how weird it really is.
No, I just see Ronnie. When I see Ronnie Lofton go real classy Varun, that's when I know Varun's being Varun. I saw a stat spread. What's really crazy about the last decade of tennis is that there are 3 LeBron Jameses at the same time. Like they had Federer 32 Grand Slam appearances, Djokovic 31, Nadal 29.
Yeah.
It's just crazy that there are 3 guys that are that good.
Yeah, I mean it's just nuts here. So, I don't even know what to say about it.
What were the odds on him? Yeah, I figured Nadal was the favorite because it was on clay, right?
Yeah, so Nadal was probably about -150. Djokovic was probably +185 to +225 pre-tournament, depending on where you shopped. So he was the clear number 2. But for him to win on Friday, that was wild.
I was able to get him today at 175. After he was down those 2 sets. So I know.
Well, I wasn't willing to jump in. I thought that maybe finally the changing the guard was going to happen, but no.
Yeah.
So when's the last time that either Federer, Djokovic, or Nadal haven't won?
It was in the last year's U.S. Open, but the only reason is because he hit that lines person.
Oh, right.
So I'm trying to think. I don't think Nadal or Federer even came over, so I think he was the only one in it. And then he, he hit the line person. He probably would have won that one too.
Man, it's so good to see that we're still on lap 14. I love that these cautions don't count.
Varun, of all the terrible stuff you said in the chat today, Murray better than Nadal might be the worst one.
Andy Murray?
Yeah, he's just trolling us.
Good hope.
Ronnie Lofton, all right, we'll be rooting for you. I think you're good on the Suns. I don't know anything about baseball, so I can't chime in on that, Ronnie. But I believe in your picks there. Ron needs a Suns money line and Cubs money line for a plus 650 hit today. That'll be nice.
Let's go, Ronnie. Ronnie's always winning money.
Yeah.
He's a smart guy.
He's got the good mojo, right? He's always in the chat, always positive.
Yep.
Ronnie's a hardcore sports keg crew guy too.
Yeah, he's been around since before me.
Since the beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, M&M's. Let's go.
Adam Meyer. That's the hot take there. Yeah, I was listening to how that affects on the way I was running the errands before I jumped on the show, and they were talking on I think it was the ESPN, how does Julio going affect AJ Brown's fantasy outlook? And I actually agreed with the guy. The guy was like, not very much. Not very much at all, because he's still going to get a ton of targets, and it actually probably helps because he's going to get single coverage a lot less.
Coop, we're seeing a lot of passing with these cars.
Yeah, this is a lot better so far.
What's up? Arawada says live betting the Suns right now, huh?
I wonder how many of these guys are like trying to stay in like that 8th to 12th spot, man, so they can try to take part of that version.
Yeah, it's so wacky. I mean,
The odds haven't changed much.
they made Kyle Busch the favorite for about 1 minute, and then they switched it right back to Kyle Larson. This is just stupid, these Hendrick cars, man.
It's going to be interesting to see what they do from like the 8th through 12th position.
Yeah. So when does the inversion stop?
At the end of the 4th.
So they're going to run the last 40 laps clean.
Right.
All right. That's enough time. That's enough time for us to figure it out. Larson's average finish at this track like 22nd, and it just doesn't even matter this year.
Like so far, like Truex hasn't done anything. Harvick hasn't done anything. Logano has moved up a little bit. Kozlowski moved up a little bit. Busch moved up a little bit. Harvick hasn't done anything. Chastain has moved up a lot.
Yeah, his car looked good in the open.
Bowman hasn't done anything, but that's what he did the last race too, man. He stayed in the back. Willie D has the best car, man.
Well, I mean, he's been so good on 1.5 mile tracks.
I saw a stat today. All right, rank Hendrick Motorsports and average finishes this year?
Larson, Byron, Bowman, Elliott.
Nope.
What is it? Byron, Larson?
Byron is first.
Yeah.
Chase Elliott's second.
What? How?
Larson
He
was
hasn't,
third.
he hasn't been a factor to win one race this year.
Larson was third.
That is crazy.
Or maybe Bowman was second and Larson.
Chase
was
Elliott's having the worst year, in my opinion, at Hendrick. He's right there, though, tonight. Stalking those top three. Spread. Twatty came last night and hung out for like 2 hours.
Oh, cool. Yeah, he jumps in our chat on the rundown. So I've still been keeping in contact with him. Good to hear he's doing well.
It was a good time, man. We were talking about all the old shit that happened over the last 2
Oh man, maybe I'll have to go and check it out. After the
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens here with Kyle Busch, man. Because I mean, obviously Bell had that issue at the very beginning of the race, but Denny Hamlin hasn't moved one bit, and Truex is going backwards. So what's going to happen to Kyle Busch when he gets back into that traffic of starting, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th in the next segment?
Well, he's got nothing for these 3 Hendrick cars because Elliott's about to pass him too. So
Ross Chastain's up to 10th place.
Can Hendrick possibly finish 1, 2, 3 for the 5th race in a row?
Yep.
Is that like could they be that good?
I told you yesterday on the show, if they come out and they run this track really well, like that's a huge statement, man. Because they have that big win here.
We both said yesterday you would have to think that they probably don't run as well as they have been this year.
Mm-hmm.
But like it doesn't even matter. Like you got to throw average finishes out the window for any Hendrick Motorsports car this year.
Right. Keselowski moved up a little bit too.
Yeah, you mentioned him yesterday.
What Austin Dillon finished 5th, 6th?
6th.
Yep. He's going to run that all night long.
You would think
no matter how they invert, he's going to start it right around that spot again.
I was just going to say that if they invert the top 12 cars, he's going to stay right where he is.
Yeah. So Larson's going to start 12th now.
He's going to stay where he is, 6th.
Yeah. So and Logano and Harvick and Blaney are going to be the. So now we're going to see what the Hendrick cars can do, man.
I expect them to pass a bunch of cars.
You know how good it feels, man, that we were on Hendrick from day one this year.
Nobody would believe us though if they didn't see it.
We should go back and find some of those early shows, man, and look at the clips.
I could pull clips for us from the beginning.
All right, so Larson's at 275, Busch at 450, Byron at 600, Elliott at 700. Let's see what happens now when they invert this stuff, because Blaney's 1,200, Harvick's 1,400, Keselowski's 1,200. I bet you by the end of the night, going into that 5th and 6th stage, we have a bunch of cars, maybe like 7, 8, 9 of them, that are all between like 300 and 700.
But let me ask you this, from a strategy standpoint, right? wouldn't it behoove them to stay exactly where they are right now? Because if they do that, once they get inverted again, they'll be back
No.
up. No?
Because the only reason it wouldn't help is because in that fifth round, you're set up by your average finish.
Oh,
And you-
of the first four.
Exactly right.
Okay.
I'm sure that's why they put that in there.
Yeah. Now that makes it better. That means that the best car should be at the top at the end of this race.
Mm-hmm.
Spread. Somebody says, "Is my Nets futures to win it all dead now?"
I mean, hard to say they're dead. I texted Tyler already. I said, what are we going to do about Game 5, right? Looking into it, because I figured we'd be talking about it a little tonight. And he basically just said it, perfectly. We got to see this injury report. All I really know right now is that the MRI came back negative, right? So he should be good, but it's an ankle. So I don't know, I don't know how long that's going to take. There's also rumors that Harden might be back soon. So, if you swap out Kyrie for Harden, the Nets are fine. We'll have to see. Pete, jump in the rundown on Monday or Tuesday when we have more information, and I can give you a better answer. Right now, I'd say no because I'm not 100% sure that he's hurt. Right? We thought the Philly was dead when Embiid went down, and he looks fine.
Spread. Would you say that the Suns are the best team right now?
Not necessarily. Me and Tyler have been going back and forth. I kind of like Utah a little bit more.
Really?
Yeah. So I think that I really number one, Michael Porter Jr. hurt himself like in the first quarter of the first game of this series, so that kind of threw this handicap off. But I think without him, that this Suns team is really hurting for offensive creation. Nuggets team. So I don't know how highly I rate this victory. Whereas the Clippers are a serious championship contender. So,
Gotcha.
But we'll see. Tyler's made some great arguments for Phoenix, and they do have the more athletic wings. Great
But
point
they
position.
seem to be the team that can clamp you down defensively more than any other team in the NBA right now.
Yeah, I think that they seem to be the team that's constructed where all the parts seem to meld the best, right? You got the great backcourt that scores. You have the athletic wings that can shut you down and knock down the three-pointer. And then Ayton's development is really what's turned this team around for him to become such a good defender at this point, and still above average offensively. They're looking really good, so it's pretty cool. For me, it's pretty cool as an NBA fan that just we're going to get someone new.
Would you say they hinge on Ayton though? Because I don't know. I don't know if I trust that guy yet.
Yeah, I think I said that before this series started, right? And he's done great against Jokic as far as, you see all the numbers that he puts up. You're, oh, no, he's getting crushed. But if you see Jokic's usage, and you see how Ayton's been able to shut him down and keep him out of the paint and kind of, force him into shots that he's not as comfortable with, you have to give him credit because he is going against the MVP, right? So,
Yeah.
but we'll see. Yeah, we'll go to the next level, right? Because Gobert's going to be so good defensively. It's going to be a little different than going against Jokic, who's all offense.
All right, Ronnie. Yes, we can. We can cuss that. We can cuss that first.
And there's our guy Matt jumping back in after jumping on last night. He had to jump in and drop a crack on it. Jay, he said he was going to bet some NASCAR, but he decided to volunteer today at the local senior center.
There's my guy.
Put it on the board, Jay.
Yeah.
Put it on the board. What are we putting on the board?
Suns first quarter.
Let's go, Coop. Put it on the board.
So what do you think, Coop? Do you think they're the best team from what you've seen?
Yeah, but you bring up some very good points too. I don't have a lot of confidence in Utah.
Yeah, I mean, I can see why, right?
Yeah.
So
But I also feel like Philadelphia is just sitting there and nobody's talking about them.
I think so too because I was pretty high in Philadelphia, and then when Embiid, quote unquote, tore his meniscus, but you take that report out, right? I mean, have
Mhm.
you seen anything to indicate that he's injured to you? He looks pretty
No,
healthy to me.
yeah. So I mean, whew, I think I like what like what you said there. The favorite part of what you said is we're seeing new blood.
Yeah, it is nice, right? Brandon, I'm here with you. All right, what is he? Brandon asked a question. Okay, let's go. This is for the NASCAR. If I don't have any bets, should I just stand pat, or if we bet any outrights? I see what's on the bottom of the screen, but is there anything else going on for Brandon Cola?
No, we haven't bet anything
All right, yeah.
other
So
than
no
what's
bets,
on the
Brandon.
board.
I'm sorry. I thought you were saying I looked like Ferris Bueller. That's why I missed it, Brandon.
This is what I want to see. I'm going to go out on a limb right now, Jay,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
I'm going to say out of the top 4 cars, Ross Chastain has the best car.
Oh wow,
Okay.
that is a limb, right? Has Chastain even won a race this year?
No,
Yeah.
He looked good in the first 10 laps of the that got him into the race. 4 wide, huh? That's what we're doing.
oh, what a save! What a save!
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That was awesome. This is so much better than watching those mid-tier and bottom-tier drivers in that open race.
Yep.
Coop, when you're capping this, how much do you do driver and how much do you do car?
It depends upon who it is. I
Okay.
mean, you could put Kyle Larson in one of the horrible cars this year, and he's not going to be very, very good. But you could put Kyle Larson in like a Ross Chastain type car, mid-tier car, and I think he would still do very good.
Okay.
So, but a lot of it has to do with the team because Hendrick Motorsports has shown this year that they're very fast, and Stuart Haas has shown that they're very slow. What spot did Kevin Harvick start in on that restart? Second.
I'm not sure.
He was second, right?
You could be right.
Look at where he's at now.
Yeah, it's hard to find the balance spread because if you put like any of the top 10 drivers in the sport in Kyle Larson's equipment this year, they all do the same thing.
Okay.
Kyle Busch in Larson's car would have won as many races as he did.
Yeah.
Larson hasn't moved.
Byron's up to 6th. But I don't know how much of it's the restart.
Right. Well, I told you who are the best restarters this year.
Kyle Busch and Byron, right?
Byron, Kyle Busch, and Chase Elliott, and all 3 of them have made progress.
Yep.
On this restart.
Yeah, Kyle's car is hooking that white line really well around these turns.
Brandon, what are you asking me about? How bad this lineup is that Denver's got out here right now?
Harvick's down to 15th, started second. And Marola hasn't moved a bit, man. Stewart Haas has the speed, baby.
That doesn't surprise anybody. Were there really people in the DFS chat saying that Harvick and Almirola were going to have a day today?
Yep. I'm going to start trolling.
There you go.
Kevin Harvick's name came out of my mouth yesterday in the video, and I took it right back. I was like, wait, that's wrong. That's wrong.
I mean, Bowman's past Larson. And it shouldn't be a surprise that Chastain and Kurt Busch are doing well because you know who they're aligned with.
If you look at Kurt Busch's last 10 races here too, I mean, he's been consistently in the top 10. Kurt Busch gets a lot of shit because he's not as good as his brother, but he's a former NASCAR champion, and he's almost always a top 10 guy at like most tracks. This could be a Chase Elliott night. He looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
What are the odds on him right now? What can we get him at?
7.
7-1 right now?
Yeah. Now, hold on. They're inverting the entire field this time. So that
what the fuck is that?
Whoever's in first,
30th?
well, whoever's in first goes to 21st.
For fuck's sake, Coop.
So Amarola might be able to perform a Kevin Harvick here, and go from the pole to the rear.
You know what though? It's all gonna come down to that average finishing spot, which is gonna make the cream rise to the top.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I still like what I do like out of that is, let's say they start 18th or 19th. They're going to get they could end up being in the 10th, 11th, 12th spot at that at the end of that stage, which would put them near the front at the last one, in the fourth one. So could play out well.
I mean, the more that I think about it, now that it's going to come down to the average finishing spot, I think the race becomes a little bit more predictable. Do you have odds up right now, Cooper, or is it off the board?
They're up.
At what? At where are you at? BetMGM?
Yes, sir.
What do you have on Will Byron right now?
7.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pull the trigger on a couple Hendrick cars.
Yeah, I want to see if they drop a little bit, man. They might drop a little bit from.
Drop his or odds.
Larson's still at 400.
Yeah, but you know what? He wasn't able to pass anybody. Elliott and Byron drove up past 6 or 7 cars,
Mm-hmm.
and even Kyle.
Imagine we're living in a world right now
Where Hendrick
where Ross Chastain has better odds than Martin Truex, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Brad Keselowski, Kevin Harvick, Joey Logano.
Listen, sometimes you gotta respect the golden arches, Coop. Sometimes you have to respect the golden arches of McDonald's.
Who is Chastain and Kurt Busch connected with? They run out of Chip Ganassi Racing, but Chip Ganassi gets a lot of his stuff from Hendrick Motorsports. Have you looked at DK?
Yeah, it's off the board for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's crazy that DK's off the board. That didn't help. No, they're up.
oh yeah, they just popped back up.
Larson's still 350. Chase
Yeah,
and Byron are 600 and 700. Ross Chastain is plus 700.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm tempted to take Elliott and Byron both at 7-1 and letting that be my entry point.
I'm with you, but I want to wait just a tad bit longer.
Those odds are going to. Well, I don't know. You think once they invert the entire field, the book is going to give us better odds just because they're in
look, they're not going to drop to 1,000. I think we might be able to get maybe a 750 or an 8.
Spread, is there any Kyrie's definitely going to miss a game or two, or he might play in the next game?
I don't know. That's why I said I wanted to wait. I mean, right now they listed him and Harden both as questionable for Tuesday night. So I think we'll get a lot more tomorrow morning on that. So I really have no idea. Someone pointed out in the chat, it's gone back a little bit now. But it did look like a pretty bad sprain, though. So I actually think Harden might be more likely to play than Irving. But we'll see, though, because Tyler and I didn't think Embiid was going to play. We thought that he had dinged himself up pretty bad, and he's back. Chris Paul looked like he wasn't going to be able to make it through this series in the beginning of the Lakers, and he looks healthy, too.
So let's say for the next 8 days, Kyrie and Harden are not going to play. If you knew that,
yeah,
who would you make the favorite to win the?
Oh, give me the Bucks for sure. It's too easy to stop when it's just one player. I mean, as good as KD is, right? We watched Jokic by himself out here, right? Dropped 32, 20, and 10 last game, and they lost by 15. So one guy can't do it on his own. So I'm going to. I would say Milwaukee for sure. But if Harden comes back, I think that it instantly switches the advantage back into Brooklyn's favor.
All right, Eric Amarolo's got the pole, man. Let's see what he can do. See if he can do better than his buddy Kevin Harvick.
Kevin Harvick must be going out of his mind, bro. For the last 3 years, he was winning 7 or 8 races a year. Absolutely dominating. He must be pulling the hair out of his head.
I mean, I must say I'm 100% impressed with BetMGM as they've had the odds up the whole time, I believe.
That 365 is off the board.
Kyle Busch is now the favorite on their site.
Yeah, Not at DK. He's still 6-1.
What's point Bet365 have?
Stugatz. It's off the board.
Yeah, I see some people dogging FanDuel in here, man. So for DFS, FanDuel did not even have the 4 open drivers who advanced part of their player pool.
Listen, let me tell you something. When we first started the Sports Keg, FanDuel was the best book in the country. Okay, fast forward 3.5 years later, and I have the bare minimum amount of money in FanDuel just in case I have to make an emergency bet that I can't find anywhere else because they are so bad. They have become so bad that DraftKings and Bet365 and BetMGM, they're better than FanDuel by a fucking mile.
That's a shame, man.
Yeah, they were the best book in the country in 2018.
I think they seem to be heavy in the Northeast too.
They're what?
They seem to be a heavier book. Like people tend to play them more and live in the Northeast.
Jonathan Nelson says last year Harvick was so dominant, it's crazy to see how much he fell off. Yeah, that's Hendrick with a slight change to an engine package, and they changed the aerodynamics on the nose of these Chevys, and it's all over but the crying. That's a wrap.
Air Watto is FanDuel the only one you can get?
Air Watto said FanDuel's only good for their in-depth prop market. Yeah, but the problem is if you exploit their live betting props, they cut you off. They took NFL live props away from me in week 7.
Where are Kyle Busch and Elliott's almost all the way in the back?
Yeah, so is
and Byron.
Yeah. They're in like 13th and 14th, somewhere around there.
Harvick made his way up to 6th. Let's see. I bet you Larson and Bowman take this one.
Denny Hamlin's been as quiet as a church mouse this year. He hasn't been able to do anything.
That's what I was saying earlier. I want to see how Kyle Busch does when he gets farther back because the other Toyotas have not done anything.
There's Matt DiBenedetto. He had one of the best cars for sure in during that Open. Those are the 3 cars I think win the race right there, right together. One of those 3 cars I feel win the race. Go ahead, McDowell. You love to see Mikey McDowell in lead in the field. You love to see it.
Elliott and Byron have to get in the top 12.
Bush is 13th right now. What's up, Cola?
Roman is 14-1.
You know what the problem is though with Bowman Coop? Even if he looks good right now, the problem is he was so far back early on that
Yeah.
once you count that average finish, he's
Yeah.
going to probably be mid pack.
Byron's up to 13th now in front of Kyle. Elliott hasn't moved.
Yeah, he's one of the two cars that I want to bet. What are the odds on him right now? 7-1 and 6-1. No, wait. Yeah, 6-1 and 7-1. What do you have on him at BetMGM right now?
They're both 7.
I don't think we're going to see a better price.
I just bet Byron.
Yeah, I'm betting him
I'm
now.
holding off on Chase.
That's
So
going to be.
Byron 7-1.
Yep, I just got the same exact thing. The only other two cars I'm interested in is Kyle Busch and Chase Elliott, but I'm not going to pull the trigger on him yet.
They haven't moved like Byron has.
Yeah, I agree. We're simpatico.
And I mean, I love Kyle Larson. You know, I love Hendrick Motorsports, but I'm not impressed with Larson not being able to pass McDowell, Newman, Amarola, and Benedetto.
No argument here.
We just need Byron to get into, you know, like 8th, 9th, 10th.
I think he's one of the three cars that deserves to be the favorite. And I guess at this point in the race, I would say Chase Elliott and Kyle Busch are probably the other two.
Elliott hasn't moved one spot this stage.
But he's still going to be up there when you count the average finish. You know, like he'll be live at the end.
If he doesn't finish well in the next stage, it's going to hurt him too.
Yeah, I mean, right
cool.
now.
That's nice that they're showing that stat, man. Way to be
Yep.
fast on top of it. Yes.
Yup,
Way to go,
Yep.
bud.
yup. And Will Byron just went to he's the favorite now. That's called beating the shit out of a line moves. That's called.
You can still get him at 6-1 on BetMGM. I like to see Byron finish 8th because that would guarantee him in the top 4 in the next stage. Because if they do a 1 through 8 inversion, he's going to start 9th, which would be the worst for him. If he can get past Hamlin, but he's a decent amount behind Hamlin. That might be a hard task. Now he's behind Bell. He might be able to pass Bell. They're showing it on TV right now, Keg. Yes. All right, hold tight in 8th, man. 8th is where you want to be because that'll get you in the top 4.
Here's what I think. Okay, based on what we've seen tonight, and you and I are in complete agreement. If he's on the pole in that 10-lap shootout, we're gonna cash that fucking freaking.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Elliott's
cash.
come on here. Elliott's come on here the last couple of laps. He's got a shot to get in the top 12.
Well, I mean, would you agree with me that the only other two cars you would even think about getting involved with is Elliott and maybe Kyle?
Right now, the only car I want to get involved in is Byron. But if I were to get involved with two others, that would be the choice.
We're already involved. Yeah, but how about this?
Yes, he got the fucking pole.
Let's go, Coop. Let's go. Give us these 7 units one time for the boys to end the weekend.
Turn out the
Let's
lights
go.
box is over. He's gonna win. He's gonna lead the last 50 laps.
Coop, you settle the fuck down over there, okay? Because all I need is his engine blowing up through the fucking hood of his car, and then it's all over. All right, so settle down.
Where's your positivity?
Where's what?
Where's your positivity, man?
Where's my positivity? Clearly, you haven't watched this show over the last couple of years. Spread is the positivity on the live betting shows.
Yeah, I'm good. Joey actually trumps me. Joey comes in with good mojo. Joey brings the fucking positivity.
Let's go. Adam Meyer says, "Slow down, Coop."
Yeah.
Coop's gonna go smoke Jay in the jungle. Yeah, that's what Coop does, bro. We're about to hear the birds chirping.
Raining outside now, man.
Where are you at, Coop?
I'm outside of Liberty University in Virginia.
Oh, cool.
Let's close the weekend right. Will Byron now plus 250 on DraftKings. You love to see it.
Woo.
Interesting enough, though. Interesting enough, Coop. You were talking about Brad Keselowski on the show yesterday, and he when they pulled up that graphic, he had the second lowest average finish.
Did Chase make it into the top 12? It don't matter. I mean, he's going to start back further, him and Busch. But
Cola said, "I went to the bathroom for 3 minutes and I missed the pick." I mean, that's so Brandon Cola. That's so Cola.
he can still get him at plus 400 on MGM. Him and Kyle Busch are plus 400. Larson's 500. Elliott's 700. And we're still living in that world where Ross Chastain has better odds than Truex, Keselowski, Harvick, Blaney, Logano, and Bowman.
Yeah, you know what though? On Bet365, Ross Chastain's odds are he's not even on the list.
Hey. How are you feeling tonight, Hag?
What?
How you feeling?
How am I feeling right now?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not feeling awful.
Are you feeling good enough? Do you want to double dip on Byron and put some more money
Settle
on
the fuck down. You see, Coop? Settle down over there in West Virginia. All right. He's plus 175 on DraftKings. He's plus 150 on Bet365. I'm not double dipping. I'm not double. I got him at 7-1, and I'm content.
You just don't have as much confidence in him as me.
I mean, plus 150.
Oh no, that's why I said 400 on MGM.
Still, right now.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't do the 150 either.
Yeah, I mean, I'm content. I'm content. And I'll tell you, if this is the only driver that we actually have to bet tonight, that'll make that'll make me even happier.
Yeah.
I figured we were good for 2 or 3 drivers.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, he's even money at that 3-5, bro. Shit. Let's go.
Chat's lit tonight, man. I go outside, man. I come back. There's 49 new messages.
Yeah.
They should have more. All right, we got to root on Phoenix here, man. Come on, Phoenix. Got to hang strong these last couple of minutes.
What do we got? The Phoenix first half right now?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Coop. Go ahead.
Yes. Ronnie Lofton, what did you take the Suns at for the first half?
I think it was minus 1.5 around closing.
Yeah. It was minus 1.5, but I took minus 2.5 so I could get a plus number.
I like doing that too. What book allows you to do that? Bookmaker won't let me do that on the halves, only the full games.
MGM.
Okay.
I think it was minus 105, maybe minus 110 for 1.5,
Yeah.
and I got 120 for 2.5.
Ronnie's about to hit his over right now, and that's a great number, -1.
Is it too much to ask for a 10-unit show? Can we get Byron home at 7-1? Have Spread hit his Suns -3? Have Coop already hit the Suns first quarter, and then cap it off with the Suns first half? Like, is it too much to ask to have a 10-unit show?
It happens all the time.
How's Chris Paul doing? I haven't even looked.
He's having a good game so far. I don't know about his actual statistics, but
Actually, a 12-unit show. If we get the Byron top 5 home and the Kyle Busch top 5 home, a 12.5-unit show. Let's go. Let's go, Willie B. Be a fucking superstar. Be a superstar right now. I mean, let's be a superstar. Do what you do. Do what you do, young buck. I mean, we really can't get by Chris Bell?
Give him a lap or two.
Yeah, he's already buying. He's buying. Kyle Larson being like right behind him, though, is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'd rather see Matty D there.
So would I. So would Kyle Larson's like 5.5 to 1 now.
But I don't want to have to bet him.
Me either. Settle down. God damn it. I'm bringing the positivity now, Coop. I'm here. The positivity is in me. All right?
Brandon, this is just halfway.
Look at the top 4. Byron, Larson, Elliott, Kyle Busch. If they start the last 40 laps together, bro, I'm gonna be happy. We're gonna be cashing fucking tickets. I'm gonna be
I love that they're showing the average. That makes
Yeah.
it so much better.
And it makes it so much easier for us to bet.
Right.
I'm gonna be the Joey Work let's go guy tonight.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna take the mantle over for our guy Joey Work, and I'm gonna be the why not us guy.
Yeah.
Why not us tonight?
I hear Joey's voice in my head every time I place a bet at home. Let's go. Every time I put something on the spreadsheet. Let's go.
Let's go.
Put the Suns first half on the board.
Put it on the board.
Boom.
Put it on the board.
And do you have it on TV? I'm a little behind Coop, but did you see the way Chris Paul just ended that half?
No.
It was a dirty bucket in coverage. And then, of course, they keep the Nuggets off the three-point line. I mean, this is just fantastic. A good franchise.
Hey,
a good fan base. They deserve it. I don't know if it's a good franchise.
Keg, put this in your notebook for future races. But another 1.5 mile track and another disappointing race from Martin Truex.
To the surprise of absolutely nobody that watches this show.
He's a black and 1.5 mile guy.
You know what kind of night this feels like, Time? This feels like a one time for the boys kind of night.
All right.
This is like Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger and twins with Danny DeVito dancing around going, "Tonight is our night, bro. Tonight is our night, bro." That's what it feels like. It feels like that kind of night. Adam Meyer said hibachi night. I got to make a hibachi night graphic. I just decided.
Johnny Lawton says the smoke, and then I need to look at the second half lines on the Suns.
All right, I'll pull those up for him right now. Right now, Phoenix is plus 0.5 for the second half or plus 110 on the money line. The total is 113.5. And what was it, 61 to 55 or 53? So they had, let me pull up the exact score.
63-55, I think.
Yeah, so that puts them at what, 118?
What kind of shooting percentages did they have? Like, did somebody go crazy from the 3-point line? Did somebody get a lot more free throws than what they normally would have?
Yeah, let's check all that stuff out right now. So, Phoenix shot 46% from the field. Denver was 44%. Phoenix was 50% from three. Denver was 27%. I mean, that's the difference in the game right there, right?
Yeah. How many shots was that though for Phoenix?
I gotta find a better stat. CBS isn't giving me good stuff.
Coop, I have a feeling that you and I are going to be kicking ourselves for not taking Larson at plus 550 as a backup plan. I'm staying positive, but I'm just saying. I'm staying positive. I'm just saying, plus 550 probably should have took a piece of it.
So, Coop, just looking at those halftime numbers real quick. Nuggets were
Yeah.
5 of 18. Suns 8 of 16. So what we're looking for is something different than what we saw. That doesn't really mess with my eyes too much, right? I saw the Suns aggressively defending the three-point line, and I saw the Nuggets failing to rotate and giving a bunch of open threes. So I didn't really see something that I would think is going to, is exploitable or would change there. I think that I don't want to get involved in the side. I think that, looks like the Nuggets have taken a little money, or the Suns have taken a little money here for the second half, as it's down to plus 100. Over's taking a little money now. It's gone up to 114. 118, 114, 232, huh? That puts us about, I think, 8 points higher than the close. No, 11 points higher than the close. All right.
Larson's got a better car than Byron right now, Coop. Don't give me the finger, bitch. I bet him at 7-1 too. I'm just saying I think he's got a better car right now. That's all I'm saying. I mean, the hostility. I mean, spread. Imagine Coop giving me the double middle finger. I mean the nerve. The band's back together, and it's like I'm getting the double middle finger.
Hey, and you know what? If Willie B doesn't come through tonight for us, it's your fault.
Yeah. Oh, now that's hurtful. Now that's just hurtful. Why?
Because you've had almost 2 months now to put some Willie B memorabilia.
You know what?
On the wall.
Fair point by you.
And you haven't.
Fair point by you, Coop.
And if that Willie B stuff was there, he would be out in front by 2 seconds.
Listen, there are times in life when you're right. Sometimes when you're right, you're right. And in this particular instance, you're right. I can't even argue with you.
So this is the deal. This is the deal.
Go ahead. Let me hear the deal. Go ahead.
When Willie B wins tonight,
yeah.
All right. At the end of the show, you're going to get on eBay, Amazon, or something.
Yeah.
You're going to take something from your winnings that you get off of Willie B tonight, and you're going to purchase something of Willie B to put on that wall.
Yeah.
On the show.
Like live on air?
On air.
I mean, it could take me a couple hours to rummage through Amazon and pick out the perfect piece to put behind me. You know what I mean?
You've got about 45 minutes to start looking.
Corey said Jay will never be a Willie B guy. His Kyle Busch loyalty is too strong. Ooh. I'll tell you what. You know what, Corey? Fair play. But like after Kyle, like Willie B's like right. He's like 1B. Kyle's 1, and like Willie B's like 1B.
All right, so it's William Byron Larson. What's Chase Elliott's number?
6-1.
You think Chase has anything for either one of them?
I don't think so. I don't think not that I'm willing to bet right now. Right now on Bet365, Byron's even money. Larson is plus 175. And then Elliott is 6-1. But I mean, if we're being honest, I think Larson's got a better car right now. All right, so now they have to come in for a 4-tire stop, though.
Yeah, sometime, but it has to be once they start racing. But it has to be before 20 laps.
Okay. Like if Larson gets out and gets the lead, he's gonna be minus money quicker than you could blink. Like should we just
They're all locked up, aren't they?
no? I can get them right now. What are the odds on Bet? Let me pull BetMGM up.
They're locked.
On BetMGM?
Yeah.
Well, I can get plus 175 on Bet365, and I almost feel like I'd rather eat the unit. And if Byron wins, we'll pick up 6 units instead of 7.
Not to change the subject, but Chris Paul has 17 points and assists for those of you that bet.
Well, thank you for changing the subject. I was actually just going over all the numbers right now. I want to make it official. Let's go under on the second half. We can get under 114 right now, minus 108. And a lot of that is basically just this game was trending under. It's trending right on the number. They scored 24 points in the final 3 minutes of the half. Let's go ahead and take advantage of that because I think this is going to be close to the closing number. Up 222, and you know right now it's set at a 232. So we're going to go under 114 for the second half of this Phoenix game.
At what price?
Just put minus 110.
Under 114?
Yeah, second half.
Fucking BetMGM is not giving me second half totals. Shit.
Really?
They got third quarter.
That's weird.
Unless I'm missing it.
All right, Ronnie's with me. Yeah, Ronnie, I like your Suns too, but I'm already invested there, so I'm going to go ahead and just let that one ride, and I will go ahead and just jump in on this under.
Do you like the Sun second half money line?
I lean that way, but I like this under a lot better. But you have to remember, Coop, that I'm already invested in the Suns, having them as my sheet play. So it's like, you know, I'll let that position ride because, you know, we're up by 8. I'm sitting on -3, right? So I'd rather, you know, I could lose the second half by 4 and still cover my bets. So
I'm pulling the trigger.
What are you doing?
I'm pulling the trigger on Larson at plus 175.
Okay. And how many rounds are they total? I see they're at the start of round 5 right now.
Yeah, there's this one, and then there's a 10-lap shootout. This one's 30 laps.
Okay, cool.
I'll lead the.
I love to see a Hendrick Motorsports sleep again. Saw Bowman was up there too.
Two more rounds, right? Corey H is asking. This is the last round.
Yeah, 30 laps this one, 10 laps on the last one.
Okay. Airwaddle wants to know why are they pitting after one lap?
They were saying that it takes them a lap or two to get up to speed, so let's just do it right now.
Oh, okay.
Versus having to get up to speed twice, let's just get up to speed once.
All right. Now it makes a little sense after.
Would be their
You
thought
explain it that way.
process.
All right, Willie B, take us home, big boy.
You think all three of the Hendrick cars put together?
You would think so, right?
Yeah.
All four, maybe. Bowman's in fifth.
Bush got a speeding penalty?
Did he?
I think so. Austin Dillon. So the whole race is going to come down to this pit road strategy.
Yeah. They're the best two cars in the race. I mean, they already have a second on Elliott, who's the third best car in the race.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm not the sharp guy on this, but my joke was going to be if it comes down to pitting, let's go ahead and cross Elliott off the list, right? He always seems to do this at the worst time.
He's actually been pretty good this year.
Yeah, that's just left over from last year, and that's
Oh,
like
yeah,
getting
you're
frustrated with
definitely
him.
100% right.
Him pitting at the wrong times, and then two, like his pit crew just seems super slow. It was like everyone else was pros, and then they grabbed 5 guys from Jiffy Lube or something. It's like, what's going on out here?
They're running 1, 2, 3, 4 again on a track where notoriously they are fucking terrible. This is just amazing. This is just amazing this year, what they're doing. Let's go, Willie. Come on. Give me a little long run speed. Kyle can get up to him, but he can't get around him. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, Bush did have a speeding penalty. He's 2 laps down.
We got 2 live plays on the spreadsheet for this race. Byron 7-1, Larson plus 175. Come on, boys. Get me home, Willie. I was so fucking miserable last night that I dropped a unit and a half in UFC. Oh, I was disgusted. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Coop, how many mile-and-a-half tracks do they, once we get into the playoffs, are there?
Hold on 1 minute, okay?
Okay. If we win this race tonight, this will be 19 of 21 Cup races.
Sorry, I had to use the bathroom. I didn't think you wanted to hear me use the bathroom.
No, it's all good.
I think 3. I'd have to look at the official schedule, but maybe 3, 4 at most.
I already have. I took Larson at the beginning of the year to finish in the top 3, and then I recently took him to win it all. But I'm thinking about, like, if there's enough mile-and-a-half tracks in the playoffs, Byron's probably a good bet to finish in the top 3.
That's my worry about the whole thing. Like last year, we saw Harvick and Hamlin dominate the entire year.
Right.
And how these playoffs are set up. They didn't win. Here they come. Here they come.
Yeah, Chase came out of nowhere.
Looked like Larson got on a little bit better than Willie B.
Chase came out of nowhere because they were all slowing down to go to the pits. That's why.
Yeah, I think Larson got on better than Willie B. I wouldn't be surprised if Larson wins. He's a little slow on Larson's back left tire.
Well, I'm not upset about it.
Willie.
I'm not upset about it, Coop.
Come on, Willie. Come on, Willie. Come on, Willie. Be a driver.
Be a
pit team.
Be a pit team.
Be a pit team.
Be a pit team.
And the old spread a stare jinx got us, man. Chase comes out first.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, spread.
Chase came out first.
Man, I just want to get a Jiffy Lube joke off, and I ruined everything.
I mean.
Any odds on him? Everything locked up?
Everything's locked up. Kyle Larson and Will Byron have a better car than Elliott. They have a better car.
We'll have to see what air does, though, man. We'll have to see what the air does. Elliott's got a decent lead, though, on him, man.
Wow. How about that, Coop? What? Oh, caution. That's what we need. That's what we need, Coop. They'll blow by him on the restart.
Well, at least they'll give him 2 shots.
Did Keselowski pit yet?
They said he was the leader on pit road.
Keselowski?
Yeah.
Fuck
I
me.
don't know how it all works out, but, I'm not worried about it.
He's in first. Yeah, Chase had the pit stop of his life, Corey. 100%. Is Kez really going to luck box another pole on the restart? Well, I mean, I guess. How did he was nowhere near that. How did he get up?
Yet, so
Keselowski still
they have Elliott in front of him. They have Elliott in
okay.
front of him now.
So maybe he hasn't pitted yet.
They just said he beat the 9 car to pit exit, so it makes him the leader.
Yeah, he did pit.
I ain't worried about it.
Fucking the rat, huh?
What did I tell you about him last night?
Yeah, at least I could blame you if he wins.
I said, it's a strategy race, man. And we know he likes to play the strategy, and he got lucky.
I don't think he has the car to hang with those 3 Chevys, though.
Hope not. Adam Meyer says, no worries here. Brian's going to run him down. He's been positive like me.
I love the positivity, Adam Meyer.
Yep.
Wow, what a lucky pull for Keselowski.
No, I love that the caution laps are not being counted, man. I love it.
I think the reason why they don't do that is because the races would be 8 hours long.
Nolan says, Elliott and Larson, I'm worried about. We got one in the front, one in the back. We're getting double penetrated.
Six rounds, yeah, but the 6th round is only a 10-lap shootout.
Are the odds back up anywhere? Any odds anywhere?
No.
Erwato says, how does the order get start for this the next stage? Exactly how they finish this stage.
The first NASCAR statement of the year that Spread makes is about Elliott's pit crew, and then the guy has the fucking pit crew. He has the pit stop of his life. I mean, the one and only Spread Astaire.
Did they say who won that $100,000 for having the fastest pit stop?
I didn't. I can't really hear.
Anybody? They just said Spread's avatar says it all.
About what I just got back. I didn't realize. Oh,
While you were gone, I said
Jay was complimenting you. Jay
I
was
said-
complimenting you.
the first NASCAR statement that Spread makes of the season
unbelievable, huh?
about
Well, I learned my
Elliott
lesson. I'll keep quiet on it.
leads to Elliott having the best stop he's ever had as a professional.
Unbelievable.
You can't make it up.
Why are Jokic and Booker getting into it?
Come on, let's get that outside going. Come on, Willie B. Stay up there. Stay up there.
Come on, Willie. Just get by Keselowski, bro. Let's get into that front row. Come on, Willie.
Are the lines up? Anything?
Oh, the Hendrick train is coming, bro. All three Hendrick cars just went right by Keselowski like he was standing still. Let's go, Willie B. Let's get this lead. Let's go. Come on, bro. Your car's better than Elliott. We all know it. You know it. One time for the boys here. Look at fucking Kyle Larson, that little nut, going underneath everybody. Come on, we gotta make that front row, bro. We gotta make that front row with 10 laps to go. Oh, Larson went back. Something happened. Larson went backwards. He's in fourth. All right, come on, Willie.
He got loose.
Yeah, he got loose. Let's go, Willie. Chase him down.
And he bets up, and he fights up.
Let's go, Willie. Chase him down now. Byron
Elliott's
plus
even.
400.
Byron's 225.
I'm hitting again. I'm hitting him again. Fuck it. I'm hitting him again, Coop.
Ooh, what are you getting him at?
Plus 400.
Where?
Bet 365.
Come on, Willie. Let's get past Chase. You're right on his ass, man.
Right on his ass, bro.
I just can't get around.
We got a restart coming up, though.
Yep.
I mean, bro, he's like Velcro. You know what? You know what else you have to think about, Coop? Teammate or no teammate, it's for $1 million. $1 million.
Oh yeah.
He will move. He will move Chase
As long
Elliott.
as he starts on the front row.
Yep. And you know what you want to see? You want to see Kyle Larson behind him. You want to see Kyle has to know that Willie's got a better car than Elliott, right? Doesn't he have to know that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, you would think that Larson has to know that he's got a better car. So I would think he's gonna push Byron, not Larson. Spread, did you hop on the Willie B train with us?
No, Bovada's been they haven't run pretty much anything for me, and that was the
Yeah,
one
that's
I
what
usually
somebody
use.
was saying in chat. Bovada's been horrible.
This isn't like a super big race though, right? I'm not surprised they don't take any liability on it.
Three laps to go, Willie. Don't get fucked right now in the last 3 laps, bro. You can't let Kyle Larson pass you here. Like you just can't. You can't let him pass you in these last 2 laps. I'll tell you, man, I feel pretty good about where we are. I think he's going to be able to get by him. I really do. On this restart, I think he's going to be able to get by him.
Get him!
Come on, Willie!
Chase is just blocking him.
Yeah, that's all right.
Chase did a good job of blocking.
That's all right. $1 million is going to come into play. $1 million is going to come. I feel all right. I see Kyle. I want to see Kyle pushing Byron
on the restart.
Yeah. I'm really hoping that Larson's going to push Byron.
Because that's what it's going to come down to is who gets out in front man on that restart.
Yep.
Wow, just to jump in real quick.
What it comes down to.
Series is probably over here in Denver. Nikolai Jokic just got ejected for a hard foul on campaign.
Ooh.
Why?
I really don't have any thoughts on. It was one of those frustration fouls. Like he just slammed for the ball and got all arm and face, and yeah, that will help our under a bit here.
Coop, nobody's coming for tires, right, Coop?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
You can put it on the board for the Chris Paul from Tyler. He's at 29.
Another
system points. Put it on the board for Tyler.
Another run pure bets successful spreadsheet play.
Don't you have to love Tyler? He
He
either wants to never watch the NBA ever again or hits 12 in a row. Hey, I think he's just so spoiled. It's like every time he's just not used to not winning.
Well, that's what Joey said to me last. I was miserable, and Joey was like, "Shut the fuck up! You're up 60 units."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, but still, bro." We all want to win every single bet we make.
Every single one. Yeah, or you wouldn't put it in, right? I maybe 10 years ago I would have just for action, but now I don't place a bet unless I absolutely think I have a huge edge. So
100%. It's a whole different ball game when you're betting with other people's money.
Yeah.
I just saw Chase Elliott won that $100,000 for his pit crew.
Be interested to see how this Denver offense looks without Jokic, as they've been awful without him, but they get a backdoor cut from JaVale McGee assist to start things off here.
What was the series in Denver, Fred? It was
it's 3-0, so I mean this is tonight. This is the final game. So.
Say it again, you broke up.
Oh, 3-0, so with Jokic out, I mean, this could be a crazy comeback, but most likely the series is over tonight, and they will await the winner of the Jazz and the Clippers, and I'll bet you that series goes a little while here. So this could be huge for Phoenix to go ahead and get some rest, especially for Chris Paul. No reason to risk it with him out there. So expect them to probably take advantage and just close the doors here. Yeah, Austin Rivers contested threes in the corner is not what you're wanting if you're Phoenix offense. I mean, if you're Denver's offense. And I'm thinking that I know that the under got off to a bad start, guys, but let's just watch this game. Just slow down the molasses here as they have to feel like it's in the bag.
I think Tyler bet the Suns to win it all, didn't he?
Yeah, Suns to win the West. He put that on the sheet. So, and this is huge, for him because now, assuming they close it off, they get close to a week worth of rest going into Utah. They have the young role pieces, but, with the older star like Chris Paul, I mean, that'll be huge for them to get 100% healthy. Yeah, and Denver's not even getting back in transition now.
So do you think this benefits the under for us?
Yeah. I mean, I think Denver's really going to struggle to score now.
Where are we right now? Are we around the same number that we betted at?
It's probably trending over. Yeah, it's trending 6 points over, but I'm feeling fine on that because I really expect this pace to slow down, and I really expect Denver to struggle to score here as this game continues.
How much time do we have left in the game?
About 3 minutes to go in the third, so 15 minutes total.
Oh, okay. We're all right.
Yeah, it actually should be timed pretty well. I think we'll be finishing up right around the time the race ends.
Did you have any Little League games tonight?
Oh yeah, we had so much fun today. So I actually wasn't even going to go today because it was at the same time as the Milwaukee game. But it ends next week, and my parents wanted to go because they haven't gone yet. So I said, okay, well I'll meet you guys out there, and we'll go hang out in the outfield because my mom's a little older, so she's still a little worried about being immunocompromised or whatever. And long story short, we thought we had won at 12-10. They said, no, we got one more inning. So it's, runners on second and third, 2 out. We're up 12-10. And they get a nice little single to left. So the runner's coming home. And Taven made the catch and got the tag out as the catcher to win the game. So got the Gatorade poured on him and all that fun stuff. So it was a fun game today.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
How they lining up?
I don't know. I got commercials for Tommy John underwear on my Fox Sports 1 right now.
It should be Larson behind Byron, right? Or no, Larson's going to
I don't know.
behind Elliott.
Do you think so?
Third place usually. Well, it all depends upon the choose rule. They have the choose rule in effect, so it depends upon.
Don't they have the option? Don't they have the option to pick the lane they want?
Yeah, they have the choose rule.
What
I'm thinking. All right. What do we got here? Is it Blaney behind Byron?
Yeah, we got Blaney.
Oh my God, Blaney better push, man. This better not be a freaking Talladega repeat, man, where he fucking falls off like he did Matty D. He better push, man. Dude, not screw me twice, Blaney.
Push, Ryan Blaney. Give us these units. This is a 8-unit swing on the spreadsheet for subscribers. Come on, push, Ryan, I mean, whatever the fuck. Oh my God, Ryan Blaney fucks him. He fucks him and tries to go around him. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Fuck me twice, man.
Yeah, I mean, I at least got the backup with Kyle Larson at plus 175.
We ain't even get the fucking top 5 now.
Unbelievable. Can you imagine? Ryan Blaney is such a cunt. It's going to go right by him, and it's going to be 2 units. Keselowski goes underneath them both and passes them. Unbelievable, bro. All right, come on, Kyle. At least let's scrape a profit here. At least let's scrape a profit here at 0.75 units. Take me home. Keselowski's actually fucking live. Like, he's right there. We're actually going to have to sweat these last 5 laps.
He's good on a mile and a half this year.
I can't, but like, honestly, bro, in retrospect, I can't believe that I passed up on that price at 5.5 to 1 to take Larson. It was right there for us. If Larson wins this race, it's going to be a dead even weekend for me personally. Because I dropped a little bit in the UFC, scraped a little bit in NASCAR, and it'll be a dead even weekend, and that sucks. You know, if Keselowski could touch him, he's going to bump him right out of. He's going to bump him right out of the way for $1 million.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would. Yeah. And you know what? You called it yesterday. You said Keselowski was going to run good here. Kyle Larson does it again.
Mm-hmm. Well, good race.
Disappointing.
Ryan
Would have
Blaney
been better if
fucks me
we would have
twice
grabbed him at
this year
the
for potential
550,
wins.
but
Darn you, Ryan Blaney. Not that Brian would have won, but I mean, he would have had a better chance. Corey H got the 550. Let's go, Corey H. Adam Meyer. Nice job, Adam. Way to go. What did you get him at, Adam? 350?
I was just talking for the last 2 minutes, thinking I was on the show.
I was like, man, I know we were discouraged by the way that race ended, but okay.
Yeah, I literally had a conversation with you guys for about 2 minutes.
Are you going to fill us in on it?
Yeah, so what I was saying was somehow Byron had the best car in the race, and we're not even going to cash that top 5. We're not going to cash the Kyle Busch top 5. What the fuck? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Breaking in and out a little, but I think we got it.
All right. So, yeah, but Coop managed to get the Suns first quarter and first half home. So that basically negates the 2 top 5 bets. We scrape about 0.75 units on the 2 outright bets. And if spread can get us the under home, we'll make about, a little less than 2 units on the show. Disappointing, though. Disappointing that Ryan Blaney is a scumbag.
Yeah.
And refuse.
Twice this year he screwed me out of money. Potentially. But Corey H got the 550. He was the smart one, and he got on it. And Adam Meyer took Larson.
Good for him.
350. Adam Meyer took him 350 pre-race.
Good.
So
that's good. I like to see that.
Were,
yeah, that was that was a live betting mistake by me, not to jump on that plus 550.
But we had a couple people that were smarter than us, so very good for them.
Yeah. You see any other angle spread in this Suns game?
I mean, the only thing I might go would be for a Suns team total under, but they took that off the board for me. So I think I'll just let it ride. I think now we're down to 3 points off the close, but I think it could be a really slow last couple minutes, so I like where we're at. Hopefully
let me ask you a question. For people that haven't bet the second half under, now that Jokic is out,
I would jump in on it.
On the live under 235.5?
Yeah. Because right now, if you did it at halftime with us, you're basically under 232, so you're getting a better number than we had live. And I think this thing's just going to grind to a halt. I mean, I think they're going to start running down the clock with 6 minutes to go, you know.
Yeah.
I think so. Paul's in right now. I don't think he comes back in. Obviously, they're going to want to close out, but, you know, he's the one guy that's had the issues before. So, yeah, I like that. Ronnie Lofton, I think you're looking good. I think that parlay is going to close out. So, congratulations.
We had a RPS member take down the $15 $200,000 GPP tonight.
Nice.
He had Blaney, Elliott, Bowman, Amarola, Kozlowski, and Logano.
What
81.
What was the payout?
He won $50K.
Wow, that's awesome. So he basically won $50K off your playbook.
Potentially, if that's what he used.
Yeah, you know what? That's a put it on the board. Put it on the board for fucking Coop's playbook. That just won somebody $50K. That's a put it on the board.
I'm not sure who it is.
Whoever it is, if he's a member of the site, I mean, how did he not go and look at your playbook?
Like, you would be surprised at how many people don't look at stuff and ask stupid questions, man.
Like on the JSU show where they ask, like, should I play this one player that's in your core or this one player that's not in your core?
Right. Yeah.
That's when I get on Holden. Like, Holden, don't even ask that question.
So, yeah, race in general was much better than what I thought it was going to be after watching that open race.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim, it was Hill's fan. I don't know whose Hill fan is.
Well, good for them. Congratulations if you're watching the show. We were live, Coop. Byron, he did his thing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, not disappointed.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Yep.
You know, it's not like, you know, I picked Kevin Harvick to win or anything like that, or, you know, Martin Truex, you know, people that didn't have a chance all night.
Imagine picking Martin Truex to win this race. All right, boys. So I guess we'll call it a night. Spreads on the spreads on that second half under, and he liked that live under even still at 235.5. They look like they went on a little scoring spurt.
Yeah, so we'll see how this turns out. I still think we're good, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, aside from that, Spread will be back tomorrow with the NBA rundown at 1:00. JJ will have an MLB video tomorrow, and then the Spread will be doing that all week long with the NBA rundown. You'll see us back on Thursday night to sweat some NBA playoff games, and then the weekend is a normal weekend: UFC, baseball, NBA, NASCAR. We do it all except hockey. Fuck hockey. Fuck hockey. We're even doing the Euro Cup, but you know what? Fuck hockey. So we'll see you. I'll see you guys with Spread on Thursday night.
Yep.
And aside from that, hope your action runs pure this week, and we'll see you in a few days. We're out.